Hi there, this is Josh from Literary Gladiators, and today I'm here with one of my favorite tag videos, and that is the Pay It Forward on Booktube tag. This is Pay It Forward tag number 15. This is the 15th time that I will be talking about booktubers of roughly less than 1,000 subscribers. I looked over the list and one of them surpassed 1,000 after I put together this list. I think that everybody on this list is worth checking out. They need more subscribers because they are that good. Because I have not done this in quite some time, I am going to talk about 10 booktubers that deserve more recognition. The first one is probably the greatest channel to come to this community during the quarantine, and that is Maya from Bespectacle. Her channel is just brilliant. It comes off as being a channel that, even if it's in the 100s, it deserves to have 4, 5, even 6 figures. Everybody on here deserves that number, but Maya just presents herself so well, and she is so passionate, cheerful, creative. She demonstrates a wide array of interests. While her channel is primarily about reading, she also loves filmmaking, art, journaling, scrapbooking. She just spews creativity. She wants to become a filmmaker. I think that the equipment that she uses and the way that she utilizes her time is just extraordinary, and I think that she should be getting several more subscribers per day, per week. She's beginning to see a jack in her numbers. I think that those numbers should be going up even quicker. She reads a various amount of genres. She champions diversity. She has done videos on that topic, and she specifically wants to see schools teaching more diversely when it comes to the different writers, be it fiction or nonfiction. I think that her personality is just so outgoing, and I personally feel that she came to this community when we needed her most. You have your essential worker heroes, those that work in the hospitals, those that work at the supermarkets, those that work in law enforcement, people that just make a difference when we need them most. And then there are those that are there to keep us sane and to entertain us, inform us, just make us happy. And I think that Maya really succeeded in doing so, and continues to succeed in doing so. The next one that I want to talk about is not officially part of the Booktube community, but his videos are about books, and he owns a bookstore, and that is Pete from Barrier Island Books and Art. The name of his segment that he created for the community is Bayside Book Chats. I paid a visit to Barrier Island Books and Art back in June of 2019. As I do with any independent, secondhand bookstore, be it whether they sell new or used books, I did a book haul of what I bought while I was visiting. Pete came across that video during the spring and also saw that I was doing my thoughts from my library segment. I made mention of the fact that I wanted to make it kind of like a fireside chat, which is exactly what he was looking to do with his Bayside book chats. He talks about the things that he has at his bookstore, his response to various books that he has and sells and owns, and he just talks about whatever it is that the art of the written word has to offer. We've engaged in some great discussions. He has really been creative with his various segments. He implemented it in order to fill in for his wind down Wednesdays that he would hold when the weather was nicer. With that gap of time, because of everything going on and things being delayed a little bit, he decided to do something of this nature in order to keep that spirit alive when it came to having casual discussion, and in this case about books, reading, and literature. After the 4th of July, he was able to do more with his bookstore, so he hasn't had as many videos up, but the videos that he has had up are definitely worth checking out. Hopefully he comes back with some more. He's also very passionate about local history. He has quizzes where he was giving away store credit, and I think that it's just an overall nice experience to check out his channel. He's a great guy. The next booktuber I would like to talk about is Jack from the Rambling Rationer. If you like someone who is an enthusiast and is nerdy about classic literature, especially ancient world literature, Jack is your guy. And I think he is the quintessential book nerd, per se. He's very scholarly. He does have a wide array of interests and tastes when it comes to literature, but the things that I most remember talking to him about are ancient plays from writers such as Euripides, Sophocles, Aristophanes, Aeschylus. He would be someone good to talk about if you wanted to learn more about Homer and the specifics about his major works, such as the Odyssey and the Iliad. He's just somebody that really brings something diverse to the community as far as going against the common grain of what many other booktubers have to offer. He's definitely worth looking into, especially if you like something along the lines of Steve Donahue or Richardson Reeves. Someone that's similar to Jack is Bill from Bill Rutenberg. Bill Rutenberg is a history teacher. He has a wide array of interests, which is something that I champion within the community, but his favorite area in particular is history, in particular U.S. history, and in particular U.S. history from the 1850s and during Lincoln's administration, which would also mean works about the Civil War, but also about Lincoln himself and Lincoln's political ambitions and his political history. Another great thing I like about Bill is that he is very anecdotal when it comes to his videos. A great history teacher comes off like a storyteller. Professor Trimble, who's made an appearance on the channel and a guest contribution, was very much a storyteller teacher, and I think that Bill does a great job telling stories with his responses to different questions and to different books and works that he's talking about. It always makes for a cozy and informative atmosphere, and I really admire that when it comes to Bill's channel. Next booktuber I want to talk about is Taj from The Last Line. I really admire Taj's wide array of interests when it comes to their works. Taj is very kind-hearted and down-to-earth, and we've had great discussions. I really enjoy the discussion aspect of the community, and our discussions have been extended in various occasions, be it Taj's videos or my videos, and I really enjoy that kind of atmosphere that I get from Taj's videos, and hopefully Taj comes out with many more videos in the future. The next one I would like to talk about is James from James Holder. James is right to the point with what he's talking about in his videos. He has a great range of interests. I've really enjoyed watching James's responses to the foodie book tags that I've created. During the quarterfinals, we had the same heat for the Booktube prize. We both were in nonfiction group B, so we were able to compare notes there. Our results were very similar to each other. That's not the reason I'm shouting out his channel. I think that great minds really do think alike. I like that James is about the books, the reading, the literature, and I like that his videos are to the point. And if you like somebody that's to the point and gives you a great idea of what it is that they are reading, then James is your guy. The next one is somebody that I've really enjoyed watching. She is very cheerful, informative, honest, straightforward, and that's Rose from Scallydandling About the Books. It's always a delight to watch her videos and to engage in a little bit of straightforward discussion. I know that we had a bit of a banter about pizza and whether or not it could be defined as a pie, or if deep dish is really such a thing. We actually agree. Like her, I do prefer thin crust, but there is a population of people that really enjoy a deep dish pizza, in particular those that are from the Chicago area. Rose has a great lighthearted sense of humor. Her reading interests spread among a great range, and I think that wide-range booktubers are important for the booktube community. The next booktuber I want to talk about has over 1,000 subscribers, but I really think deserves a great deal of attention, and that is Taylor from Taylor Talks Tales. She was in the upper 900s when I put her on the list. I wanted to shout her out in a prior Pay It Forward tag video. I just have not gotten around to putting these together. But what I like about Taylor is that she is very thorough and elaborative with whatever it is that she's talking about. And yet she's able to keep your attention. I think that it's very important to be able to devote your time to a good booktuber. I think that even if a 40-minute video may serve as a commitment compared to a 4-minute video or an 8-minute video, I think that being able to sit down for a 40 or longer video, and Taylor's channel is definitely worth the commitment. Taylor's area of interest in particular is speculative fiction. She's big into horror, mystery, science fiction, fantasy. One of the videos that really stuck out on her channel was she was talking about Stephen King, just an overall video about her favorites and least favorites of his, and that is very smart within the community because Stephen King is the kind of writer that can garner a great deal of attention. The discussions that we've had in the comments have been quite remarkable, too. She's definitely good at accomplishing that. The next booktuber that I would like to talk about is somebody that is new to the community. These last two are relatively new, but I think that they have so much to offer, and they deserve to see a great deal of spikes within their videos and within subscriber count and whatnot. This one that I would like to talk about is Grumblebug from Grumblebug. She goes by the name Grumblebug. Grumblebug is an up-and-coming booktuber. She is incredibly creative with her videos. Her introductory video was it was amazing with how she was questioning her insecurities about joining, but yet jumping right into it, and the videos that have since followed have been spot on. I think that she does a great job demonstrating a sense of confidence and being very thorough and elaborative with whatever it is that she's talking about. She has a wide array of interests, and she demonstrates a great grasp. She also is really open and eager to improve. She wants to make her channel the best that it can possibly be. I think that she deserves that opportunity, and I think that she's going to get there. I think that she is going to get to the point where her channel is the best that it could possibly be, and among the best that we have seen. Her videos are very much like a casual conversation. It's very laid back, but at the same time, it's very thorough and detailed. And as a result, it creates a great sense of discussion beyond the video. We've had some great discussions in the comments, and I look forward to more of them. The last booktuber I would like to talk about is Abby from It Was an Alaskan Bookworm. Abby is an Alaskan booktuber, which, as far as I know, we do not have many of them within the community. When it comes to American booktubers, everybody's very spread out. I personally am biased and would like to see more booktubers in the Northeast. As far as Abby's channel is concerned, she is a reader and a writer, so she's dipping into both Booktube and AuthorTube. Her area of interest when it comes to reading and writing is horror fiction. Horror fiction is among my favorite speculative genres, and it has been the genre that I've written the most in. So that is something that Abby and I share mutually with one another. She also has an interest in other genres, such as mystery, classics, fantasy. She's looking to get into a wide array, and I'm looking forward to seeing how much she is able to accomplish. She also is very fond and interested in the gustatory. She loves when people write about food. I love food as well. I like people writing about food, be it in the fictional sense or in the non-fictional sense. For instance, Neil Gaiman's The Ocean at the End of the Lane did an excellent job in its way of describing food, and even left a recipe for lemon pancakes that they mentioned. Those kind of things I can eat with a spoon, no pun intended. The conversations that we've had in the comments were also quite spectacular. I think that Abby's very outgoing. I think that she deserves to see a great deal of attention brought upon her channel. There are only greater things to come for her future, and for the future of all of the channels that were mentioned here. I think that these 10 booktubers are definitely worth checking out. I highly encourage you to watch their videos and subscribe to them. To the people that were mentioned in this video, I encourage you to talk about 5 or more booktubers with 1,000 subscribers or less that you feel that me and everybody else in the community should be checking out. And for those of you that were not mentioned or have more than 1,000 subscribers, I would like to see, I'd like to learn about booktubers that I may have missed that have less than 1,000 subscribers that you feel that me and everyone should be checking out. I'd love to see the Pay It Forward on Booktube tag make a resurgence. I think that we should be expanding our community and just exchanging even more thoughts. For now, I encourage you to check everyone out. Everybody will be left in the description. And thank you for tuning into this video. I hope you check some more videos from our channel. And for now, and as always, I encourage you to keep reading.